So this is officially my laziest video of all time. Sometimes I just get beat, tired, working, standing for 10 to 8 to 10 hours as an armed security guard. So I don't really feel like sitting at the desk. Not like I'm talking about anything all that academic. Uh, Last week I had to call the police because this guy, he got lucky too. The bankers came out and they explained, they go, this guy's won't get up and he's like comatose and he peed on the floor. So I looked in, I saw him sitting there and I didn't go in there and talk with him and I called the police and then the police came out and they showed up and started talking with them and I said, yeah, this guy just was like walking around. Oh, the bankers had told me that he was on the other side of the bank first and I was like watching to see if he'd come out. We're not supposed to like really do anything other than kind of open the door and be like, hey, come on, come out. Just like hang out here with me. And that's it. Like to just sort of get people who are, if they wander into the bank drunk, to just like come outside. Because they'll be there like for no purpose. They just get hammered and go to the bank. Be like blackout drunk. It's 2025. There's all these people with all these emotional issues who drink. And then all these lawsuits have happened at banks, so we don't mess with people. We don't know what to think. I don't know. It's a stack of businesses, a really big security guard business, and then a really big bank. So they didn't want any lawsuits. And so when I called the police and they showed up, I told them, I said, yeah, this guy's just kind of like not very properly responsive. And he was like on this other side of the bank and he waddled to the other side of the bank and like peed down his pants leg, out his shoe. And like now he's sitting there and we had to call to get like someone's on the way to clean up the pee. We had to call you guys after some conversation. And so they talked with him. They had to like wait for the paramedics to do his vital signs and whatnot. That's to make sure someone's not dying. And so he elected not to go with the paramedics and or they wouldn't take him. Stuff like this, I don't stay very close in on the inner valence shell of the circle. Like, I don't feel it's entirely our position. I get the police report to send to the bank, the report number, or like statement from firefighters or paramedics or police. But so he didn't go, and then they arrested him. He was just like, I guess it was drunk in public, so it might not even be an arrest. They just have to take someone away to where they can't wander in a comatose state out into a place where they can get run over by a car or something. Well, talking with the banker the next day, who I was talking with about the situation, she goes, yeah, that guy just like walked across the bank and whipped it out and peed on the wall. I thought that he had just peed down his leg. When really he like did the full naughty. I'm not sure if anybody directly saw him because it's like one level of urination in public if you're trying to pee in a corner. Inside a bank's pretty bad, but like it can become a sex crime if you're like peeing at someone or like people can really see your utility items. So I don't know. Pretty blacked out behavior on this guy's part. But I was just kind of laughing because I downplayed it to the police unintentionally. Probably saved him. Saved him from a worse criminal charge. So that's that. He'll probably end up in some other situation if that's how bad he drinks. He doesn't change. But yeah, that was out of the ordinary situation. Now I'm going to be moving to graveyard shift, driving around. It's going to be totally different. Get to sit for half the time, but then we have to check out different things, vandalisms and whatnot. Random people try to break in the bank, but it's still homeless stuff. Like, people give notes to tellers when they want to go to prison, and they don't even intend to actually steal money. They like give a note to the teller and then wait out front of the bank. Like, that's happened before. and they go to jail, and they go to prison. They get a couple years of food and stuff and programming. I don't know what they end up being like when they're in prison, but that's something somebody just does when they are down the scale of luck and life situations. So he is whipping it out and peeing in a bank. It's pretty pretty out of the ordinary stuff happens, but something happens every month or so that just slightly humor video worthy. That's it for today.